Okay. So, welcome to the XNV show. I am V.
This is X.
With Cyrus and an M and an N.
Aw.
The show's so controversial, we only go by first letters. Yeah, don't tell anybody.
I'm trying to make sure that the stream is going.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, and it says. Is it streaming? Okay, it says live
Stream
now.
for me, baby.
Oh, it says live now.
Okay, relax.
We have live. Oh yeah. Oh, the audio sounds good too. Cool.
Yep.
Alright.
We're on.
Cool.
Oh.
So this show's so controversial. Okay.
Alright.
Alright. Make sure that doesn't kill the audio
I
stream.
killed the audio on the
Okay.
video on the
I didn't
Internet
know.
Explorer or Edge.
Yeah, just kill it.
I am so glad you went to filmography school.
I didn't even know this happened. This is awesome.
Me? Yeah. No.
So we had an interesting week. I was kind of down and out for it for the whole week, but fortunately, was able to make it back to a great meetup last night.
Yes.
So-
I did not get to attend, but I saw some awesome pictures and I was a little
And what viewers of the show? We have new people in the group.
jealous.
Yes.
We do.
We have a
It
lot of
was
new
an
people.
outstanding
A
meetup.
lot of new people.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Where was it?
Very good show.
Tidewater Community College, my alma mater.
I went there too. I loved it. Virginia Beach campus.
Yeah, TCC. Pay your fee, get a B.
I loved it there. They have so many activities.
Look at her. She's like,
From
Hey.
here, you can go anywhere.
hey, you can't.
You really can.
Hey, look.
You really can.
Or as one of my old mentors used to say, and this guy was the admiral of the Navy, he's like, hey, these get degrees.
Oh my god. Well, and then also when you're paying for it yourself, it's like get your first 2 years at a community college, and then and then move on.
Yeah, but Tidewater's not really, you think, oh, it's a community college. Okay, that thing, the Virginia Beach campus alone is like
Oh my
bigger
God.
than NSU.
It's beautiful.
I mean, it's huge.
I know that even the Virginia Beach Library was like, all right, we'll just join libraries with you. You're
Yeah. That's,
obviously far superior to us.
that's like a $20 million complex.
It's amazing.
Would you
Really
see,
doing a
you
great
see my
job.
new license plate?
No, I should have looked, but I didn't.
Did you see the new license plate?
Yeah.
No. Okay. So,
F
dash MA.
dash MA squared.
So basically, I'm telling cops in scientific notation that I'm speeding. Because it's reading the second law. It's force equals mass times acceleration.
That is awesome.
So I'm telling the cops, hey, I'm speeding.
Has anybody gotten that? Like
One person at work got it.
Okay.
Well, you did post it on Facebook a few
I
months
posted
ago.
on Facebook, but what I'm saying is, the people at work, I kind of separate, both lives. So, and this person that got it, I'm not friends with Facebook, and just, he's a good guy. But I walked in, and he's like, "This is the second law." I'm like, yeah. So.
Yeah, that's tough to figure out who to put on your Facebook and who not to put. It's almost like sometimes you want a couple different profiles because you don't want your work people knowing about what you're
Well, I'm glad.
knowing about who
That's why
your
you have
family
secret
is.
Facebook groups.
No, that's why you have LinkedIn.
That's why you.
That's why you have
exactly.
LinkedIn.
Oh god, I
Okay.
don't have that. I don't
My
Should I be
LinkedIn.
have
having this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should have that.
Okay, it's kind of like. Okay, my LinkedIn and my there's very few crossovers between the people that I have on LinkedIn and people that I have on Facebook. That in the side there. LinkedIn. Okay, I'm going to go off on some career tips here.
Okay.
All right, LinkedIn is a really great tool to get your name out there. The nice thing about it is LinkedIn can actually export that to a PDF that's already in resume format. So your history, your contacts, your references, and stuff like that.
Nice.
And it's not, what I like about it is when you actually you don't get likes on there, you get references. So say like like Wheeler and I used to work together, and Wheeler's like, hey, I would like a reference. It actually asks you, how do you know this person? What's your connection? And it's all professional. I worked with, Wheeler doing this job and, provided courteous and professional service and yada yada yada. So it shows up
That's cool for
as
the
a
employer
reference.
too, because as the employer, you're not allowed to ask certain questions.
Right. And it also ties into, like I said, company, but ties in, so when someone goes to look at you, now what's happening is recruiters are actually just scouring LinkedIn. And I get a call about twice a month from a recruiter, hey, I see you have this. No, I'm happily employed, thank you.
My last 5 jobs have all been through LinkedIn.
Wow. So this is huge.
Yeah.
This is
So
insane.
commitment's an issue for you?
No.
That is good. Yeah.
That
I mean,
was
that is
good.
one of the telltale signs. But I think nowadays, though, you're supposed to job hop in certain fields because
Yes.
you make substantially more money if you do it.
So
Yes.
to address that question, no, I didn't have a commitment issue. The first job that I got off of LinkedIn was a contractor position for the Navy.
Wow.
Contracted ends. I already had my information out there on LinkedIn. I immediately jumped to another contract.
Mm-hmm.
When that contract was coming to an end, I already had job offers for another contract.
Okay.
So, when you're in contracting,
When you're doing contracting, yeah.
then you can afford to have your information to where you can job hop effectively. But I wasn't waiting for the contract to renew, and in some cases, knowing that the contract wouldn't renew, I was able to go ahead and jump to a different, better position. But like whenever I got my current position at Steel, they actually contacted me through LinkedIn.
So non-committal better positions is what you're saying.
No,
That's
you can
kinda how
find.
it works. I
Right.
mean,
It's a singles show. It's a perfect segue.
Wow, you
I-
were there.
I can commit. Hey, if businesses can commit, then I can commit. So
and that's true. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to expect loyalty when you can get laid off at any moment. Laid.
Blade.
Sorry.
Laid and off.
Ooh. Well done.
Good
morning, everyone.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Alright, so one of the topics that Miss X wanted to talk about now. Shut my mouth and turn it over to you.
Okay. Which one?
You said the hygiene.
Oh, hygiene. Yes, I really want to put this out there. So what kind of, do you guys have any nightmare stories about hygiene on meet and greets or first dates or anything like that? Oh my God, look at that face.
Wow.
I'm
Oh,
gonna,
wow.
No.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna sit
No,
back and drink coffee.
No.
Because girls are just,
yes, I know you have. But the scene where the penguin is walking down the stairs
okay.
and he's eating the fish in his hands.
Oh gosh. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So as I was eating the
This is actual food.
yeah, they were eating
That was going to a totally different way.
wait a second.
I'm a little confused on what we were doing here.
We're sitting. No, the whole thing is we're sitting at the table,
Oh.
and
Okay.
and she picks up fried chicken and starts eating it just like the penguin was eating the fish in the movie.
Okay.
It was rather disgusting.
So what? She's just like chowing down on it,
And just ripping at it just like
like an animal.
Yep.
But she's showing it.
And that
She
wasn't
could
a
be an
tournament
animal.
at that point?
I know, I
Because
was
I'm taking
thinking,
it
like,
down.
no.
I was like, no, that was
Oh.
horrible.
Oh, I thought it was a puppet. I was so sure it was a puppet. What in the world am I doing with?
Wow.
He's-
I turned around to make a cup of coffee and
I
all
feel
of
like
a
I've got
sudden.
free reign here. Is this a voodoo dog? What is happening? What am I supposed to?
I'm just going back to our earlier shows where you had the stuffed animal.
Okay, so apparently we shouldn't be ripping into fried chicken the first date.
I don't know. I mean, it's fried chicken. I mean,
I will tell you this, okay. On the first date, okay, even like the first month, I have this weird habit anyways of eating everything with a fork and knife. Pizza, hamburgers, like everything I will eat with a fork and knife. And it gets to be at a ridiculous point where I get like, made fun of for it.
Right.
But when it is and when I'm in a relationship and it's chicken time, my family has this weird thing and I don't know where it comes from.
Uh-huh.
Now, Franklin says it's endearing. But that can't be good.
Endearing.
So,
Nice.
yeah.
That's a nice way of saying it's cute. I'm glad that you do that, but I would never do that.
Yeah.
It's endearing.
Okay, and I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you. This does not happen the first, month or anything. This is in a relationship. So the women will, after the guy's done eating chicken and he leaves, a whole bunch of stuff on the bone, we'll take it and, finish it and clean it. And I have no idea where that comes from. But all the women in the family do that. And it's just the weirdest thing.
So y'all take the
Agreed.
chicken. No.
Yeah.
You'll put it in like a bowl or something like that.
No, we'll just, take it from them and then, eat what they didn't eat off of it. Because that's, I don't know why, that's just what we do.
Love chicken.
Apparently we love chicken.
Love Yardbird.
That's, we just get down and dirty.
Okay. I'm
But
sorry.
I wouldn't do that the first date. And I eat with a fork and knife. I eat everything with a fork and a knife. It's ridiculous.
I don't eat chicken with a fork. I eat Yardbird.
I will do chicken, pizza, burgers.
No,
Thank you so much.
No, you do not eat pizza with a
I
knife
do.
or fork.
I do. I eat pizza with a
What's the matter
knife and
with you?
fork.
What's
Exactly.
the matter with you?
See, I knew this was coming.
Al, Joey, get over here.
Like-
Get over here.
No
No.
cream, no sugar.
We're gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. We're gonna see what size shoes you wear.
Really? Because my feet are tiny.
I know.
I'm a tiny dancer.
We're not
They really are. They're child size. I can wear children's shoes and not even the large size in children's shoes. They're mediums.
Ooh.
We get to save money that way.
My nephew grew out of my size when he was 6.
So we don't need to dump you out the bridge. I can just dump you in the fish tank, and then you'll be sleep with those fishes.
Pretty much. What's up,
All right.
guys?
So we're talking about horror stories.
Okay.
I had someone in the group approach me.
Oh,
This was
this is
many months ago, and they were generally concerned. They were beating around the bush about things. I'm like, look, just say it. It was like they was trying to say something, and they were asking certain questions and all that. And I'm like, just what do you have to say? And the person comes and said to me, says well, I think no one wants to go out with you because you have bad breath.
okay.
And I'm like, well, now here's the thing. Here's the thing about one or two sides about that.
One, that's a good friend.
Well, it is, okay, it is because there's, I appreciate someone when they show concern.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd rather have someone tell me a hard truth than lie to my face and, everything's great and everything's, okay, when it's not. So, but, I took that for what it was and was like, okay, paid more attention to it because, sometimes you just, especially, if you come from a lot of these meetups, and then, I drink shit like this at work. Okay, I go for 4 or 5 of these a day. And if I'm going right from work to a meetup or something like that, you got coffee breath or you got something like that. So with that, I'm going to say I'm guilty of it, folks. What I started doing was making sure in my car, I had breath mints, stuff like that, to realize that if I'm going to go right from work to a meetup or something like that, and I don't get a chance to come home, brush teeth, mouthwash, all that, then I can mitigate that.
Something, yeah.
Mitigate that.
Right.
So
that's great.
So it's not. I mean, a lot of these times is
really common too around our age.
Yes,
It is.
and that's
It
what I'm
is
saying.
really
a lot
common.
of these things,
And it's not just men; it's women too.
But a lot of these things when we're talking about, we're not saying that everybody's a dirtbag and you freaking dirtbag. Okay, I mean we're human, we're organic. Things smell.
Mm-hmm.
Like That's actually how we attract to each other is through pheromones.
That's
and
true.
things like that. So
With the breath thing, I will say this one thing. Okay, so, and this, I think as we get older, this gets stronger.
Mhm.
Have you ever like flossed your teeth and then what comes out, the smell of it is just
Mhm.
putrid.
Mhm.
It's just like, that has been in there way too long.
Yeah.
That is the smell of somebody's breath when they don't floss often.
Mhm.
That is the smell of the breath. And it happens more times than I can count. Especially with people our age, when we're a little older, stuff is,
Stuff's
starting to smell a little bit
Well,
stronger.
that and falling apart. And,
Yeah. So, if I could give one piece of advice, please floss. Just please do it. Floss.
Well, and like I said, just it's those small little things because ever since I had those in the car or had those at work, and things like that, no one's ever came in and it's been an issue. So
That's awesome. And it's important too because when we're with a guy for the first time, one of the first things we're thinking is, can I kiss this guy? You know what I mean? If he's got food all over his face, probably not. If he's got stuff all in his beard,
Ew.
yeah. I mean, and if his breath smells bad, we're like, oh, what's that going to taste like?
Well, where are we supposed to put the snack for later?
You put it.
Ew.
She doesn't even know how to.
She just
For coffee breath, whatever.
Okay.
That stuff right
Dentine.
there.
Oh, I carry like a big thing of that in my car.
I keep
Yeah.
a 80-piece packet in
Yeah.
my desk at work.
Mhm.
I drink way too much coffee to not have that on.
Yeah. I started with the
Love it.
Altoids. I like the little blue ones.
Mm.
Those are pretty strong and they work quick and it's not takes up a lot of real estate. And so they are pretty kicking.
I floss. If I know that I'm going to be this morning, sorry guys, but if I know I'm going to be in like breath shots, I know, right? If I know I'm going to be in breath shot of somebody, I'll usually floss just to make sure my breath doesn't smell like I just like that smell.
Mhm.
And then I'll brush and, I'll do it like right beforehand. Or if there's not enough time, then I'll do this. I'll do the gum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I do.
So Wheeler, what's your hygiene story? Waiting.
Yeah,
No, I don't have a hygiene story. Thank you, though.
that's a lie.
The breath thing, though, that I think that's a huge topic because I think since I quit smoking about 8 years ago,
Oh, congratulations.
Nice.
I can smell a whole lot better. So now all those
Oh,
things I
yeah.
couldn't smell before are starting to come
Woo!
a whole lot stronger, and that's why I think I always, or for the most part, carry a pack of gum with me. So I'm always chewing on a piece of gum because I drink a lot of coffee, like everybody else has talked about, and I'm sure that what do they smell?
Mm-hmm.
Remember that.
Someplace to go with that.
Mel, she can't wait till the after show. She's like, look at bouncy. Mel on a trampoline.
Soon. We are soon.
But I will say, okay, so the nasty smells and all that, like and then body. I wouldn't say body like odor, but pheromones are. It's funny how they work. I mean, it's really funny how they work, and they can turn.
Biology lesson. That's what it's for.
Exactly.
Is to retain that.
Woo, like little antennas of pheromones. And I will say that in a relationship, I don't mind like the little bit of funk. Like I really don't, because the pheromones just really, they're there. I don't know. I don't mind it in a relationship. But on a first date, please clean up.
Yeah.
Don't bring the bad news early.
Don't bring the funk. Who wants the funk? Gotta have that funk. It's awful.
My keyboard's in the other room. I can't. That's awesome.
Oh, it is awesome.
All right, so Miss Helen.
Oh.
Yes. Let's see. She said a topic we should discuss.
Okay.
So this is this is hi Helen. But we're getting to the midget wrestling. It's going to come up here soon. But
We like to be called little people.
yes. But how does that broadcast?
I know, I get it.
It's
I get it.
P.T. Barnum didn't call them that.
I know.
what do you call
I don't know, wasn't it the freak
Well,
show?
Oh, that's so much better.
Yeah,
Good job, Melanie.
Extended version.
It's not as if I haven't heard that before.
Well, I've never been married, so I really can't answer this question. But
I can.
based
I
off,
can.
okay, and I'm sure they can. But I'm saying based off of where I'm at in life and everything that I've accomplished.
Bank account with a few $1,000s in it as an emergency fund. And just call it your emergency fund. And that could be an emergency in the marriage or an emergency when the marriage ends. It doesn't matter, but you're going to want that money someday. And he should keep his own too. Just like that. And then you have your joint account for everything, for your bills, for all that stuff that comes out. That's cool. But also, as we get older and we're both making money, I don't want new clothes. I don't want a nice car. I want to make more money. Whereas some of my partners have been spenders and not even like they'll spend on big stuff like motorcycles and all that stuff, but they'll also just little things, eating out every day, doing this every day, and it all adds up at the end of the month, and I'm not cool with that.
It does.
So, I mean, it depends on the couple. If you both have similar spending and saving and investing habits, then, share an account, but also have your own dedicated emergency fund. Because also, if your partner does not consider something an emergency, what are you going to do?
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's a joint decision.
Okay, no, I think I learned the lesson the hard way. When I was married, we had one account. It was a joint account. And when she left, she drained it.
Yep.
And I was, it was just myself and my two kids, and it was time to pay rent and bills, and she had already drained the account. So it put us in a real financial bind. So I have to agree with you. Have a joint account that pays the bills, but also have separate accounts. And in this day and age, when we marry someone at this age, we both have kids most likely. So what might be an emergency for me and my kids might not seem like an emergency for her.
That's a good
That's a
point.
good point.
I didn't
That's
even
a
take
really
kids into
good
account.
point.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely. Your kid needs braces, and she's
Right.
like, your kid doesn't need braces.
yeah, and I really don't want to put forth money,
Yeah.
and then it becomes a friction issue, and you don't
You're
want
right.
that friction issue. So you have your own account for your kids.
You're right. You're right. And then also at our age, there's 401ks, there's all kinds of stuff going on. And it's like if you match with somebody that doesn't have anything else, money disagreements.
Well, I tell you, I'm a firm believer of prenup. And okay, I know it's love and all that. Okay, I got it. And as not to say that it's not to say that we won't have a joint account, afterwards. But again, like the points that y'all are making, I've worked hard to get where I have and what I have, and it's I'm not looking for anything from anybody. So if I go into a marriage and I go into what have you, what you bring to the table is what you bring to the table. What yours is yours. But unfortunately, once people separate, now you get into the legalities. Okay, and just like if it was your body, you want to protect yourself from, VD or anything and stuff like that. You need to protect your assets.
Protect your ass.
And yeah, ass. You don't care where the asset. And I will not go into a marriage without a prenuptial.
Okay.
And it will be fair, but it's not going to be, like I said, anything that I've done up to that point beforehand, before I met that person. They don't need access to it. They're not entitled to it.
That's
They're
true.
not
That's very
entitled.
true.
Not entitled to my house. They're not entitled to my military retirement. Those are things that they did not work for and put in towards that.
That's
Now,
true.
once we go in an arrangement, I'll create a joint account, and then that way we have records of this is what we both spend. This is what we both put in.
Well, and that's the thing is that the things that started separate need to remain separate
Yes.
even throughout the course of the marriage. If you refinance your house
Okay,
during the course
to
of the
this woman.
marriage,
Listen to this one.
in Virginia, you're okay. You and I get married and you decide to refinance the house. You can do that in your own name without putting me on the deed. Not so in other states.
Huh.
Texas requires the spouse to sign. Tennessee
Wow.
requires the spouse to sign. period. It is considered, whether the house was purchased before the marriage or not, if it is refinanced during the course of the marriage, it becomes spousal community property
Right.
in certain states.
And that's where
So you've got to keep it, you really have to know your
And who
stuff.
can keep all this stuff? Last relationship, you built it and then he took it. So he's like, I don't ever want you to feel like I could do that to you. So if you want me to, I will sign a prenup.
and that goes on to exactly being at this age. I think a lot of us have had these life lessons.
Yeah.
In our earlier age, we'd be like, "Oh no, that's so wrong." That's so. But I think when we get to this and we get to this level of understanding at this age, if someone really is into you and respects you, that's not an issue because they,
Yeah.
if you're playing the numbers and playing the odds of people that have been divorced and have kids and stuff like that, they know what it's like to rebuild.
Yeah.
And, to say, hey, I want to set some boundaries, some legal boundaries so that, we can protect.
And it was
each
nice
other's
because he's
stuff.
just saying, look, he's
Yeah.
not even concerned about his because
But
it's true. And you know what? I mean, I've dated other people, and when we go over what assets we have, their eyes just go cha-ching. You know what I mean? And it's like.
But that goes also back to what you're talking about, looking for your partners. It's
Yeah.
the same place.
They have
Okay,
to.
same place that you are in life.
And that's something that was on my 3-page list of what I want in a guy. He has to be able to save money on his own.
Right.
Because otherwise, when I'm with him, he's not going to be able to save money, and I'm going to be that nag that's like, look, please stop spending money.
Yeah. And
That's
it's
why I've
not,
got like 9 or 10 different accounts
Yeah.
in order to spread the money out.
Love
So-
it. I squirrel stuff.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
See, now here's the thing though, you do that, say you do the joint account for bill purposes
Yeah.
only. Take it a step further, how do the bills get paid? Are they 50-50 or are they according to income?
And
'Cause
that's
I'm a
something
big
that you might
believer
wanna talk
in the
about.
according to income.
I think that depends on the couple
Okay.
themselves. I think it's something
Yeah.
that you sit down and you discuss.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm
Because
a big
here's-
believer of percentages.
Here's the situation. So if we
oh,
Makes
so many
if you put
places
two
I could
people
go.
together and you have one income
Mm-hmm,
and you have
Yeah.
and the wife makes more than the husband,
mm-hmm.
Which
what do
would
you
be
do
cool,
there?
by the way.
And
if you're
that's what I'm saying, is if you have,
Send your number.
if you say between the two people, they make $100,000 a year, but the wife makes 70 and the husband makes 30. Should they be paying the bills 50-50?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
I think the person with 70% of the total available income should be paying 70% of the bills.
I
and the
think there's
person
more
making
to it than
30%.
that too.
As far as just the straight up bills,
Oh, the
though,
straight
the
up.
mortgage,
Okay.
the light bill,
Because there's things like this.
just
Okay.
the functional
So when I
stuff.
was in a marriage, there came a point where, although we owned our own business that we started mostly together, he wanted to upgrade our living situation and get a bigger house, and I was like, no,
Mm-hmm.
we're
Don't
2
want to.
people. We have a 3-bedroom house. It's working. This was us. And it was working, but he wanted so badly to upgrade our living situation, and I was like, no. So now we end up with a bigger mortgage. More bills
that you didn't necessarily
that I didn't want. Yeah, and
Yeah.
so there's so much to take into account, and that's where communication comes in. You
Mhm.
have to have an agreement, and you have to have a way to get together and decide, yes, this is how things are going to be before this additional expense
Right,
comes in.
right.
Yeah, a system. Girls just wanna have fun. That was a synopsis of my marriage.
So does it bother you if the person you're dating or the person that you're serious with makes more money than you
No,
or makes less money than you?
it doesn't.
Is it an issue with you?
It
A little, it's been an issue. I didn't think it was an issue until it became an issue. And I'm not a sugar mama.
Yeah.
And I'm really polite. So it would be like, I would be buying all these groceries and then they would like never kick in. And I would be like, being polite,
Mhm.
not saying anything at first, and then all of a sudden I have to be like, look.
But I'm not saying it that way. I'm saying
Okay.
that, if you have two adults that get together and one makes, like you said,
Yeah.
one makes 30,000 and the other one makes 70,000.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to not date that person because they make 40,000 less than you?
No, what I'm saying is this. Okay, that may be a factor. I'm just going to be
No,
honest. That may be a factor, but the things you got to look at is this. Okay, again, going to our age people that maybe they are in a rebuilding phase. Maybe they were a housewife for 15 years and now they're out, and now they have to go out and learn a career. So maybe they're going to school, and maybe they're just they're surviving off of child support and whatever job they can get till they can elevate themselves. So if I see that they have a goal or a mission or forward progress, and that they're kind of driven on that, then that's not going to be a factor. But if it's somebody that this is going to make me sound bad, but if somebody's just working Wawa and they're at my age and that's all their ambition is to do,
They settle.
and then that's not going to be, then no.
That makes sense.
I
So
think
that's why I'm
yeah.
saying is it depends. All right, if they're on an upward progression, but that kind of goes along, not just money that there's in the same place. Other things is drive, desire, passion. They
Ambition.
have things to do that they want, and you can see that. That's going to mitigate just the cost of how much money they make.
That's true. Oh, and let me say this. So ambition, when you're doing profiling and what women are looking for in men, women do look for alpha status in a man, but ambition can actually substitute for alpha status. So even if he's not like an alpha male, it's fun for me. So if I've got somebody that wants to just be a couch potato, come in on an adventure with me and willing to put in some effort and some work, and maybe he just hasn't found that great idea or whatever, I'm great at that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
He can tag along with my dreams, and then, as long as he's going to help along the way.
It's showing some passion, showing some desire to do something other than just be stagnant.
Yeah.
So.
And definitely, I don't
So
want to
that-
be somebody's sugar mama.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, I
What
mean.
about you?
I think if they have passion for their job or for the career they're in, I don't think it makes a difference how much you make, as long as you enjoy what you're doing and this is what you've always wanted to do. Because I can't put a price on that. You're right, but if they're sitting at Wawa and they're going, well, I'm making $10 an hour and that's
It
just
is
about
what
all
it
I'm
is.
gonna do.
Okay.
Then no, you know what?
can work at Wawa and make $10 an hour, but if you're going to school
Yeah.
There's a
and
difference.
saying I'm trying
Right.
to get out of
We were
making
saying the
$10
person that's sitting there at Wawa, been there
No,
for
yeah.
5 years, not
Yeah.
going
Just
to
settled
school.
with whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't want to settle for
I
whatever.
went on a date with a guy a couple of years ago, and I'm like, oh, okay, so what do you do? And he's like, oh, well, I deliver pizzas. I'm trying to be optimistic, and I'm like, okay, economic times, financial, people lost all kinds of jobs from
Yeah.
2007
That's true.
on.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, maybe he's hustling and just trying to do what he's got to do. And I'm like, oh, how long have you been doing that for? He's like, oh, ever since I was 18. Bye.
Wow.
Bye. He's like, what? I can make $100 in tips on a Friday night. Bitch, I can make $100 2 hours Monday morning sitting at my desk. So what you're saying is you work Friday nights and not available for dates because you're gonna come home smelling like a slab of salami. So I mean, but I mean, if he had been the delivery driver who had lost his job and had been pursuing another job, or had been out on interviews and just hadn't landed it, that would be completely different.
Right.
We're talking about a 40-year-old that had been a pizza delivery
Whatever
driver.
you did last time was freaking magic in the cup. It was magic in
In
my
the
cup.
cup. So put the magic
did
back in the cup. Whatever that was, it was magic.
It sounded like blueberry muffins.
Can I have some?
You want some magic in your
I
cup?
want some magic in my cup.
I'm
Do
about,
You got a swizzle stick for me?
I'm about to turn this camera around. This was about to happen.
Woo!
Yeah, so
So yeah, that was really.
two.
beneficial.
Where'd it go? I got all the tabs.
Yeah, you do.
So, future meetups. Getting ready to happen.
Oh.
Let's see what's getting ready to come up. Now, I'm going to say this. So now that coffee's now at Whole Foods,
Yes.
I'm going to come right out and say it. Not a fan.
No, I get that.
Not a fan.
Here's the thing about kind of coffee and meetups, and we've kind of moved around a little bit.
Yeah.
So Java Surf, or whatever it's called now,
Yeah.
has not been open for Sundays on end, and so
Right.
there's no reliability there.
Right.
The Daily Grind, which is down in Town Center, great place to be, just very loud and not enough room for all of us.
Right.
This was a place that could fit us all in, and while it doesn't have the best coffee in the world, it's really a great place to meet and enjoy each other's company. I know that we had a great time last Sunday.
Yeah, it took
doing
me-
shots of probiotics.
Took me 30
Yeah,
minutes to
Sunday.
get coffee. The last time I went, it took
Really?
me 30 minutes to find, and I was talking to everybody. It took 30 minutes to get coffee. So
we need a coffee house researcher that can find a place.
well,
If you know of a good coffee house,
I know of a
lots of room.
great place.
What is that?
Badass coffee. I know the owners.
Well,
of
no,
Badass
and that's a
Coffee.
great place too. The
But
problem
it
is it
gets-
doesn't have the room for all of us
Right.
in there.
Yeah.
And as we grow in the summertime,
Yeah.
as we've seen, we get
Well-
40 people that show up for coffee.
But in the summertime, they have an outdoors in the back. So that may
I
be
still don't think it's big enough because that's just a parking lot for the most part in the back.
Well, they're doing some research.
Okay. All right.
We must
I'm just saying that
research.
may be some other stuff.
I love their coffee. I
Badass
would
Coffee
always. I'd be
is-
more than happy to go there.
Nationally, and again, I'm talking about your coffee is great. I have to let them know that they're on the show now. So, but yeah, I love Badass Coffee, and every time I go in there, it's like you want a cup? Like after they changed the management,
Correct.
right.
because before they were awesome,
Yeah, before they changed
They
over.
awesome.
They were. And the other thing, well, maybe it's time to start looking. So if you have any suggestions of where we can go, whether it's a coffee joint or if
I
it's
tell
just a place with a big
That is not
area to sit
good
But,
when it's
business.
warm.
No.
What I made
Because
is
pretty
here's
hard.
the thing, this is the meetups, 30s and 40s
Yeah.
group. There are a lot of us.
Yeah.
And if you get a bad review from us, you're talking hundreds of people in the group.
yes.
In the local area, people that want to go out, that want to have a good time, that are finding places to do that and spend lots of money. So,
And it's not just us.
A lot of us
bad
are-
idea.
A lot of
We
us
know-
have pretty good careers, so
Yeah.
we have pretty decent spending.
Right.
And not only will we talk about it in the group, but our friends at work, our
Right.
friends at other
And that's the
places.
thing. Is the
So you're
coworkers,
looking
the
at a
friends.
report, and then you at exponential curve goes out greatly.
Exactly. You're looking
So we're
at
talking about a
Facebook
couple
posts.
thousand people.
Yep.
They're saying your business now sucks.
Well, the
So-
thing is, a lot of us are transplants too. My family comes into town. No, don't go there.
Mhm.
And
Now, citrus, I love citrus.
I've
And isn't it
not
like-
ever been.
Oh wait a
No,
minute.
no,
What's
me
that?
either.
wonderful.
Okay, we'll talk offline. But there was another place that we did coffee at that was over in Hilltop. That was back
Yeah,
there,
so
and that was
That's Roast Riders, and while that's a nice place to go, I also don't think that they have the room to hold us in.
okay.
Maybe if they had more chairs outside, more tables and chairs, that would be a great place to go.
Yeah, that's tough with as many people as we have.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
it's got to be able to hold, at least 15 to 20 when it's cooler outside, and somewhere up to 40 to 50.
How about hair of the dog?
Now you're talking about it. Son
an
of a
outside area.
bitch.
They do have an outside area. They also have a lot of tables, and they can accommodate
I
inside.
love that song.
That's a thought.
That's one of my songs that I play in the car that I'm going to get a ticket to.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
I will blare that, windows down, top,
Mhm.
back, just gone. I'm like, I'm going to get a ticket to this
I
song.
listened to that cassette tape.
And also, Hair of the
over
Dog
and
has really good
over
food.
And over when I was a teenager.
They do have good food. I do have to,
So,
I have to agree there.
so speaking of meetups,
Okay.
let's see what's on the calendar.
Awesome.
So we have roller derby tonight.
Ooh,
That's,
I've been to that. Those women are tough,
Yes,
man.
that's
And they're hot. Good.
I would go,
Lord.
but I've got a birthday party for
I got something else
9-year-old.
to go to. Our good friend Helen is hosting that.
That's beautiful.
And
That's a lot of fun.
then tomorrow we got the Coffee Holics. That's you.
That was me.
Okay, that's at the porch. Okay. Tuesday at 6, we got Wild Wing Cafe happy hour.
Ooh, who
pretty
doesn't love a happy hour?
That actually has a wait list, so
Oh,
looks like
snap.
it's full.
How do you get a wait list at Buffalo Wild Wings? Can they not
No,
accommodate
no,
a
no,
certain
no,
it's
amount?
not Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, it's Wild Wings.
Wild Wing Cafe. Okay, so there's 15 yes. So
Is that just how many people will fit?
probably.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with the venue. So let's see here. Salsa is on
Okay.
Tuesday.
Okay, I do salsa, and I might go to that this Tuesday.
That is
That
actually
was
a lot
Dave
of
and
fun.
Buster's. Yeah.
So fun. So you go in there, and it is at Dave and Buster's, and you're like, Dave and Buster's and salsa? Yes. Oh my God, yes. Okay, so they have like a special little dance floor off to the side. It's not even little. It's a lot of people show up for this thing.
It's where the band sits whenever they have bands there too.
It's huge. And here's the thing. You can come alone, which is great for dancing because everybody's, for women, we're always like, who am I going to bring? Just as many guys show up. And
Actually, there was more guys
Yeah.
than there were women.
Yes.
love it. Love it. So you show up, switch all the time. So you're always dancing with a new person, which makes it a lot of fun because everybody's got a different
Which,
style.
once again, it might be a good idea if you have some of this. Because I can tell you there are people that walk up and dance with you that don't.
What if I addressed that with me in private, Wheeler?
But it is so fun. So then they teach you the moves for like an hour, and then they just spend time playing the music so you can dance with a whole bunch of different people. You get asked to dance. And it's just a lot of good, clean fun. Plus, they have $2 Coronas and like $2 tacos or something like that.
The
That are
tacos for-
amazing. But
No bueno.
I can make some Mexican food. I am,
¿Por qué?
because I'm half Mexican.
Sí.
I don't speak a lot of it. I have an app on my phone that's trying to teach me more of it.
Oh, cabrón.
But yeah, I mean,
Mira.
and here's
El gordo.
that's so
mucho
funny.
tacos.
We like gordos.
No,
Thea's friend who has boobs.
Pretty much.
so you're the unicorn. On the
That's
wife
what
hat.
I've been
On
told.
the wife hat.
That's what I've been told.
You're above an 8 hot.
Aw,
You're
thank you.
below you below a 4 crazy.
I mean, it depends on who you ask. Though.
And-
I'm not
and-
emotional
and-
crazy,
and
but I got
and you're not a trainee. So
Oh,
Wing King Plus.
Oh, I will freaking do that. I have been working on some.
And then let's see here.
I boycotted the bank. I'm sorry, but I boycotted them. They
I
won't
thi-
serve you water.
I think that's a different venue.
It won't serve you water.
Okay, so I go to the bank. I used to go with a friend who loved to go. I pay $10 to get in this place, right? And it's full of little 20-year-old teenagers, like, from the military, which is, it's fine. Young people go to clubs and that's where they go. So then my friend orders a drink. She orders a regular cocktail. I'm the DD, so I order a water. And the lady's like, no, I can't serve you a water. And I'm like, what are you talking about? This is a bar. She's like, well, unless you order a drink or food, I can't serve you water. So for a $10 admission fee, you can't get a water at the bank.
No agua.
That's the one on Little Creek. I boycotted it. I'm not going.
No agua.
Yeah.
It's doing the start. the shocker.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
spocker.
I
and
did
then the
not know
midnight
what
rocker.
that was.
You have the shocker.
I had no idea what that was.
Tuna pink lemon steak. Then you have the
I'm-
spocker. And then you have the midnight rocker. It sounds like an AC/DC song,
It
doesn't it?
is nice.
The shocker, spocker in the midnight rocker.
And
bring
you're
you
good.
down
You just
on
wrote
your
it.
knees.
You
The lyrics to that name. One of these days, I'm gonna actually write it and perform it.
It should never be a shock. That should be
It should
something.
never be a shock.
That should be something that you discuss beforehand.
Okay, so
Like
I was like,
this is yeah. And then like Highway to Hell should be playing.
right? Yeah.
It should definitely
Thunderstruck.
Thunderstruck.
So guys as a whole, we're kindergartners,
Yeah.
we talk, we have names, tell
Stop that!
What?
What is happening
I
behind
get
the
her
scenes?
all the time.
Melanie is like losing it. it's not going to get any better where this discussion's about to go.
I mean, this
so-
is anal, Melanie.
so,
You gotta
yeah.
get together.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go have a cigarette before we start.
Okay. You're supposed to have it after.
Oh my
Cigarette?
lord. Cigar.
So okay, so guys talk. We talk about gross shit. you know.
Okay.
So we have things like the Donkey Punch Spider-Man stuff like that. My question is do girls talk about sexual positions or encounters? They have nicknames for things like that guys kind of like. Oh yeah, I did this, I did that.
Do we have nicknames? For
Yeah,
them?
like when you.
Like
talking-
the shocker and stuff?
Yeah. Is there a female
No, we
analogy or something like
I
that?
don't think so.
Or do
We
y'all just
talk
come
about,
right out and say, hey,
Yeah, we just talk
he
about
had
what
me
it
a
is.
missionary and then,
Yeah.
spun me around 3 times and, I went on top of the roof and then he ran around and I jumped off on his face, something like that, or...
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, we talk about positions like, oh my god, I have a girlfriend who's a gymnast. Holy Moses.
And her
And
name is... Oh, no, sorry.
I know, right? Like the story she tells, I'm like, oh my god. And I gotta wonder, like, am I behind the curve?
Am I
Like,
insufficient?
I know. I'm like, these girls, they have some mad skills that are coming out. I mean, I've got my own set, but there's nothing like, I'm not like doing the bridge and like bending over backwards and having stuff happen. Like, there's all kinds of stuff happening out there. But I think we all have our own personal set of skills.
Okay. And that wasn't really good much in skills. I was just talking about the language.
Yeah,
construct of
No,
the-
we just talk about
So... But and the only reason I asked about that because you said the whole what was it? Not Donkey Punch, but they would get
mule kick.
okay. What's mule kick? It's when you're dying. Reach back and kick that dude in his nuts.
Yeah, I mean, if you do the shocker, then that's what you get.
Mm-hmm.
You don't shock a girl like that because there's nothing worse. And then the accidental
That happens.
slip.
That happens.
Oh my god! It's basically the female equivalent of being punched in the nuts.
Yeah.
Like that's what it feels like. And you've seen, like, I don't know if you've ever seen it happen, but the girl just like collapses and rolls and holds herself, and then that's the end of the time for you.
Yeah, it's
That's
fun
not
times
good.
over.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, if
You
that's
go
when I
get
have
ice.
So much energy going on, you slip. I'm gonna use that energy and go spider monkey on you. You're just gonna get injured.
Yeah.
You are getting injured.
Not to be confused with the Spider-Man.
Oh my god, that is not.
You know what Spider-Man
No.
Didn't want to ask.
is?
What's the Spider-Man? Oh god, what's the Spider-Man? Just say it.
You're
Just
going-
say it.
For a dude comes in his hand and does it.
Oh. Oh,
That's like
God.
Silence of the Lambs.
I know. That's the joke.
Why wouldn't you just pearl necklace it?
Well, see, you don't like Spider-Man, like Spider-Man.
I don't understand what it's with guys wanting to get it like all over you. Like,
Here's the thing.
I'm not trying to put my ball
Oh, wait,
over you.
wait.
I find it fascinating that guys know all this stuff. It's like they have this secret club that they meet at.
It's not secret. That's what
No.
we're trying to
It's
tell
like-
you.
No, it is secret.
No,
You
I've
have
heard it.
A clubhouse like Spanking Alfalfa.
If you're,
Gators Club.
if you're
And
open
you
to
all
it,
get together
Yeah,
and you talk about
they
shit
do.
like moose knuckles.
And that's what I said.
what's a moose knuckle?
Exactly.
I mean, I've heard the guys talk. Some of them, they don't
Camel.
care.
You know what a camel toe is?
Oh, okay.
It's moose knuckles for a guy.
Yeah,
The male
Oh.
equivalent.
that's
Okay.
exactly
I did not know this.
David Bowie Labyrinth.
Yeah.
See?
So when we had the draw wet game at my house,
Uh-huh.
Oh, you so
Yeah.
need to come.
I don't know which role went.
Oh, you so.
So-
need to.
Okay.
so you played Cards Against Humanity.
I love it.
Yeah. So imagine Cards Against Humanity meets Pictionary, and
Maybe we should play it on camera.
Nancy
That'd
Snook.
be kind of fun.
Nancy Snook.
the
Can we
See
record
what
a
you-
game
I
at
see
your
what
house?
you did there.
No.
I see what you did there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that YouTube would want that.
No. No.
That might
Why?
actually.
Why? What happened? What is going on at this house?
Oh, it's his house?
Like, what in the heck?
Your house is the devil, dude. Sorry. Fucking. A la casa el diablo.
It's the gateway to hell, apparently.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Cards Against Humanity is just your admission.
Cards Against Humanity is actually kind of tame compared to Draw What.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
The whole fact that you're doing Pictionary where you're drawing on a whiteboard,
Okay.
and then there's the whole acting out charades portion of it, where you actually have to act out. Yeah, we'll just say that we're just going to leave it at. If it's in the Urban Dictionary, it's probably
Something that you might have to draw or act out
yeah.
in this game.
Do they define it? Because I'm not really.
Oh, they
good
have
at
their
slang.
own dictionary.
They have
Okay.
a dictionary available.
Because
We
I'm
have
not
it.
sure if I know what everything is.
Yeah, I did not. It turns out that my sons do, hence the comment of there's a He-Man Woman Haters Club out there somewhere where you all trade vocabulary.
It's
Woman
not okay.
hater?
It's not a woman haters club. Look, okay, I'll tell you. I will let you into the club. I'll give you the secret.
I think
I
they're
don't
just.
think I want to.
I think they're just.
Okay,
immature.
well
I
then
think that's
why?
all it is.
Okay, why do you ask for things that you don't want?
I'm fooling you.
I know, but
I
women
love-
do that.
I actually
But
love
women
that I
do
now
that.
know these words.
We
I
ask
was
for
all
things we
proud
don't
of myself.
want?
Yeah.
I don't because I believe in the law of attraction. You don't ask for anything you don't want, you get it.
I'm going to try some lighting.
It's gonna try lighting.
Ooh, lighting.
Oh, don't do that.
Nope.
No.
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 Brown, checker, brown.
Nope.
No.
No, I'm just testing.
Ooh,
Because-
too much.
Yeah, that's what I'm finding. Is that's a little too much.
Gotcha.
So
Oh,
What are you
that's
doing?
for you to do stuff.
Kyle, go lay down. Go lay down.
I don't like when
Go
you
to
bring
bed.
out the room.
So
Well,
you
what
like.
To that
You better
surprise.
be ready for it.
I'm just saying, I reserve the right to have any reaction.
Be considered etiquette during coitus.
Please, ma'am, may I
To-
stick it in your bum?
Look up! Oh, we got him! Cough through the nose. Cough through
I
the
was
nose.
not prepared for that.
Sound like the surprise of how women feel
Exactly.
when they're not surprised.
Exactly.
So if someone comes up with like toys or waxes or stuff like that.
Okay, first of all, toys. Let me cover this topic. If you're a guy-
Is it uncomfortable for you?
If you're a guy and you have a toy that you would like to use on a woman, please make sure that it is new. Do not bring out a toy.
She loves it.
Exactly. You can make a woman very sick doing that.
So,
I want to see it in the original package.
that's what I'm already doing.
Exactly. We need to see it in the original package. You can have one of those as seen on TV, like package cutters. And look, I'm just opening it now for the first time.
Oh, did you, speaking of in the package, did you see the Star Wars pool toys?
They look like dildos.
Oh,
They look like little vibrators, and I don't think it's an accident. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm just saying,
I think it's marketing genius.
that's a different way of using the Force.
No, I'm serious.
Uh,
Yeah,
So.
the force is strong.
And so, but that brings up to a really good point. Yes, folks, we'll talk about the stuff that you never wanted to ask about.
No,
So
no.
we will talk about
And I slung dildos for a while. Like I actually did like the home
fashion parties
parties.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
It was called brown bag, so we were a little dirty.
Brown bag.
Yeah. Let's do a
But
video
guys-
series about it.
The guys
Let's do
don't
it.
sit around and talk about what's the proper way or to go down on a girl or something like that. And,
I can-
And that's I'm sure you
Sure.
can, but I'm just saying that's not what we talk about. We're more visual. We hear about our buddy. Hey, I got ridden like an elephant last night. Oh really? How was that? And
Yeah.
that was kind of thing. But if you don't know what you're doing, you can definitely miss the intended effect that you were
Well,
trying to get.
I think that's a great point. Let's do that. Let's do a video series that's educational about sex, and the men can chime in and find out, maybe without other women present, because I'm not going to judge, but,
Well,
If they do it without other women present, they're
Without
going to be
women.
talking about moose knuckles and shockers.
and that's fine. I mean, but if you want to
They're
know
gonna lose
a
the
few things
education.
about it,
Well,
I did do,
yeah,
I
and
did
that's-
do education, and I can.
And that's all I'm saying is that for men, the learning process is different. So,
I mean, we can be funny about it. It's just,
oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, there are some toys out there that you really should know about. And for a guy, guys, they want sex. They want sex, and in a relationship, the sex starts to dwindle down, and they don't know why. They can't figure it out. They want the sex back, and they don't know how to get it, so they just start getting unhappy in the relationship. There are ways that you can get the sex back.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Let's hit on that one. So say like 6 months in a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. Now y'all have had honeymoon sex and new date sex and
Freak night sex.
Freak night sex and what have you. So now you feel it may start becoming mundane or routine.
Okay.
So let's talk about that. Guys, there's this thing, that you can talk to about your significant other about role play.
Okay, I love role play.
Now, one of the things that you could do, and when I say role play, I mean you don't exactly have to go into the world of fetish. You can if you want, but you don't have to.
There are all sorts of things to explore.
But one of the things that you could do is role play out like maybe you have a favorite movie. Maybe you like Sleepless in Seattle, and that's your
fun.
movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's to say you can't use that?
How fun.
And
women,
that
we need that build up.
But that build up to your hair.
Stop teasing my hair.
You got to put in you're dry. You need I'm teasing your hair.
And this is why you're not getting laid.
I
didn't mean I meant, guys in general.
Yeah.
But Hamilton, not today.
I'm not happy with you. Practical application of physics.
Okay, you're getting way too into this.
No. If I put my glasses on, run.
There you go. There you go. And it's
Now
just as simple as that. Just that little thing. You know what I mean? When I agreed to work late, I didn't think it was going to happen like this. Yeah. Anything.
And it sounds silly. You're like, oh, y'all are being stupid. No, you'll sit down and talk about it. You talk about it.
And it doesn't even have to be like overproduced or anything like that. I mean, it could just be as simple as, he starts to kiss you and then you're like, do you want me to seduce you? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
And that's
just like that.
And that's another thing that can work. You can actually kind of to space it up. So the hunger in the eyes there is just for.
I mean, when you bless you. When you bring us up to a boil and then
tissues out
and
broke up the wall because of the build. You make a very good point.
Just a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. That right
just
there.
That's probably in a good place in her life, or at least a good time then, to be happy enough to joke around. And if somebody can't joke around with you, then they might not be in that.
Okay, so you got that general canvassing questions. Get the hell away from it. Get the hell away from it. Because now you're starting to dig into how long, what was the details of your marriage, and you're focusing on something that people are trying to leave behind.
See, and my thing is, I want to know how long you've been separated, because if it's been a month, 6 weeks,
you're not ready.
I'm not playing with that.
Okay,
I'm not spending my time on it. I'm not your savior. I'm not your side bitch till you go back.
Right. But I'm asking.
This is my purpose. I'm going to figure out. For information. Information, people. Get your heads out of the gutter.
We're in the after show.
You can milk anything. Or, never mind. So.
Why say stay out of the gutter? That's our demographic.
Oh, yeah, for this.
Stay in the gutter.
Enjoy it from the gutter. So, I'm right there with you. So, I changed my intention. If I could have fun with this person.
We're being pressured or interviewed. It's like, we lose our sense of, one, wanting to open up, two, just playful, having fun. Because a dude will run his mouth. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
If we're into somebody, and you get us comfortable, we'll spill our guts.
Yeah, and I wasn't. And the thing is when you're interviewing, you can't help but be judgmental. That's the process of an interview. It's either yes, I like that answer, or no, I don't like that answer, and they can see it on your face. It's pretty freaking obvious. So exactly. So when you're just entering it and you're like, oh, okay, this is just making a new friend, and you talk to them about it. You're not being judgmental because nothing's writing on it.
Yet.
Writing on it.
Because it wasn't right. It was still fun.
So speaking of just encounters and meeting stuff, so the lessons learned from the catfish experiment,
Yeah.
as it will now be called.
Okay. Of a living catfish
The catfish experiment. So I took some of those lessons learned,
Okay.
rearranged certain aspects of my profile, stuff like that. And it was valid because now a lot more interest by being less writing a freaking book.
Yeah.
And more visual and more not like what I've noticed, like the things that like the pictures and stuff that I have and the description I have, it is very vague. But it leads to mystery.
Right. Well, we want to get to
And-
know you. We want to take our time.
But what
getting
I'm
to
saying
know
is
you.
that whole thing of not being out there is not putting your whole life out there on the thing. If
Yeah.
that initial eye catch happens via the pictures,
Mhm.
there seems to be more of a interest to try to reach out and find out
Definitely.
more instead of putting your whole life out there and make where you go, oh, okay, that's not for me.
Well, think about it. I mean, it's like reading a book series. I mean, they
It's
don't
like
go.
shopping for a car.
What?
Mm-hmm.
It's like shopping for a car.
How's that?
Well, if you
The different specs you want.
so think about like Carfax.
I'm a little
I'm
dinged
open.
up, but
So
I'm a little dinged up.
if you put everything into
All
Out
I could think
there.
is interior worn.
hey, that's the whole thing. There is
Kegels.
Kegels. And
Thick
this is
tread.
why I'm a proponent of Kegels.
But yeah, if you put everything out there,
Uh-huh.
then they're going to be able to check it off and go.
Oh, you're talking about like everything that's wrong as well as
Yep.
what's
Just
right.
everything is
Yeah.
as well. Just it's a check mark,
Yeah.
and you're like you're saying.
This car was in
the
it.
check mark, check mark, check
This
mark.
car-
Yeah,
Or
and
an
that's
accident.
the interview process, and that's I see what you're saying with that. Yeah.
So,
Okay. But what I'm saying,
Hey,
hey, welcome to our world. Welcome to our world. There you go.
that is
You just had the
hilarious.
dude moment.
Just
It's not
stumbled
fair.
into a dude moment.
Okay.
Stumbled right into it.
It's not like we can
Yeah.
go and get
There is nothing that works.
implants.
Yeah, there's
There is
to-
nothing
yeah.
that. There is a guy who got implants. He made it so big that now he can't use it.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's worthless.
Yeah. So, but yeah. Thank you, Melanie. That's our world right there.
I will tell you this though, it only matters, your size only matters until you're around 33 when a lot of men start getting ED. And now, as long as it works, you're pretty much ahead of the curve.
Yes.
Curve.
Up or down? North or south?
so
I mean,
what are you doing if you wake up as the opposite sex?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I already posted on there, and I'll say I am going to wherever females go to get the hottest dress that I can, and then I'm going to go down to town center to the most expensive bar,
yes.
and I'm going to get free fucking drinks all night,
All
and
night
dance the
long.
night away.
Yeah. Well, I'm first
Okay.
going to masturbate because I want to see what it feels like.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously.
What's up?
I don't think anybody's talking about that, but I
Yeah.
mean, the guys
Oh
are talking
no!
about it.
Actually,
But
there was
women,
a lot of the women said, "I'm going to whack off."
yeah, I want to see what it feels
like.
like. And
Okay.
then I'm gonna get myself in a hot suit and I'm gonna try out my seduction skills. Boom, as a man. I want to know they work both ways.
but here's the problem with the whole thing.
What?
It only said if you wake up as the opposite sex. It didn't say that your mind changed as far as what your preferences are.
I don't care. I mean, I just want to see about my seduction
Yeah.
skills. I'm not saying I'm going to take her to bed and,
Okay.
you know.
So, all right, so now you're a chick
And
there,
now
Paul.
Melanie's thinking about this
Yeah.
whole thing.
Paul, you're a girl. What do you do?
I mean, it's easier for women because, you know, women are beautiful,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Well,
But for guys.
I gave my response, which
Well-
was the cry, because now I'm going to have a period and I'm going to have menstruation.
Dude,
Or menopause.
Menopause.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can have hot flashes.
okay, and
I'm
one
going to
thing
be
y'all
bitchy
y'all-
from what I just said about
Well, okay.
the whole fact your preferences may not
Possibilities.
change.
let
Yeah.
the genie flow.
Am I amusing myself, or am I like doing every possible thing, being no holds barred?
Yeah, no holds barred.
I'm teabagging a homophobe.
That's the Melanie we know and love.
Yes,
That
I
is
love
funny.
that. I'm just
And the other dudes, you gotta make sure the other dudes are videoing it. We got a video.
Yeah.
Because that's what dudes do. See, then y'all will get to come into the world of, you always wonder, like, I know you said this to me
She's
many
gonna-
times. Said this to me many times. Why do you do that? The question that women ask men, why do you do that?
We wanna
Why
know.
would you do that?
We genuinely want to
Wait,
know
why?
what
So
Yeah.
what is
But
happening.
it's okay.
effectively what she's saying is she's going to go sexually harass someone.
Okay. So stuff like, okay, buddy of mine passed out on the couch, so I kind of get the electronic dog collar.
That's
I
awesome.
crank it up to 15, put it on his neck, make sure my buddy's watching. Pow!
Yeah, guys are messed up to each other. Their
Yes.
form of communication is like, hey, dickhead.
No, our formation is, ha
Oh, look, he passed out drunk. Let's draw a penis with a Sharpie on his face.
I
Yes.
know. Can you imagine if
I
women
don't
did that
get
to other women and then the woman would be, that would be a hot
ha!
mess.
You want to know true love is, there's a other one will just come back and spank, and they're like, or they play pranks on each other.
I love
Like
that.
one girl is asleep and he comes in with a garden hose and just like.
That's gone a little too far.
Oh, they go way
That is
far.
just what
They
there has
go
to be boundaries.
way
in those
far.
things. There has to
The
be boundaries.
shit that they do to each
Oh my god, there has
But
to
they, after they do it to each other, they ended up with like spanking each other. So like what's your at? And it'll just so it's
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
I love to play those little games. I like to scare people. I like to like jump out and
oh, you love scared people.
I love scaring
love
people.
scared
It's
people.
so fun. And I love to be scared. I am so like zen when it comes to like my reflexes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That if you can scare me, I will love you forever.
No, the best. My
Don't go, okay,
don't go Freddy
don't
Krueger.
go Michael Myers.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's not just, just like jumping out and scared. Now, I hope I don't say that and then I'm like walking out to my car in the middle of the night and somebody's like, "Rah!"
my favorite scare tactic is when I scare somebody. It's when I don't really have to do anything.
Yeah.
Like if they don't know I'm there and I just kind of like stand there and I don't say nothing. And then they were for a couple of minutes and then they turn around and like, that's the best. That's the best. I'm like, I had a friend of mine so I'm coming over. He's like, all right, so, and he left the door open. So I went in. He's taking a shower. He's in. I hear him singing like stupid Britney songs and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah. So I'm just sitting there, right? He's like, doing his hair, shaving. I'm just standing there. I'm just saying. For me,
Yeah.
that type of scare is the best. 'Cause
It's awesome.
you're not jumping out. You're not threatening.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about that one is you can be like 10 feet away.
Yeah.
You're just like,
That's very sneaky.
yeah.
Very,
It's like
very
that
sneaky.
cat video with the cucumbers where people are putting the cucumbers behind the cat. And it's what they're doing is, okay, so cats are pretty aware of their surroundings.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what people are doing, the latest terrorized cat craze, is that they're putting the food bowl out and the cat's eating, right? Well, while the cat's eating, they put a cucumber there and they start the video. So the cat's like, oh, I'm done eating. And they turn around and they see something that wasn't there before.
Yeah.
And they'll jump straight up in the air and like, You know, it's not
That's
that it's
kinda
like,
crazy.
why are cats afraid of cucumbers? It's not that they're afraid of cucumbers. It's just they knew that there wasn't something there when they went to eat,
Yeah.
and now I turned around and what's that? You know.
I play the game with my dog. Like, I'll hide behind the door and let him in, and then I'll be like, "Rah!"
So the one in there, I'm not gonna call her name because
Uh-huh.
she'll come running in here. We play games like that all the time. Like
Mhm.
I'll hide and she'll come looking for me. The problem is that now that we've played this game, she's learned how to open the doorknobs and all things. But if she does it with her nose,
Yeah.
but now all my doorknobs are loose in the house because she's just like
Messing
whack.
with them.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, she's whacked them, and
That's
then it's
awesome.
like I have to deadbolt these doors
Just-
because if I don't, and she's tried to undo the deadbolt.
Oh, that's fun.
I've seen her up there, and of course I love dogs, but I want to get a cat. Yes, I said I want to get a cat.
With 2 dogs, you want to get a cat.
Actually, I want to get a cat and another puppy.
House. You know, at a certain point, when there's more of them than there are of you. Revolt. Revolt.
Okay, well, hey, I have no kids. These are my family.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
That's true. That's
but
how I feel about my
the
dog.
cat I want to get is called a Saval.
Okay.
It's a cat that's about this tall. Okay.
It's gonna eat you in your sleep. It's gonna eat your face.
Cats will eat you when you're dead.
Yeah, they will eat you. They
Oh,
don't.
no.
I read a thing about how cats don't actually love people.
Oh no, I know they don't.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
They never consider you part of their
But-
tribe.
You lie.
You're an emergency food
Oh,
service.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My
Mel.
cat loves me.
I am very, very sorry, Mel. It was an article I read. I don't know if it's true, but I had a cat.
The article
and it
lied.
But you gotta also be careful about getting too many pets because it's the same thing applies to guys as
Oh,
girls.
you call me crazy dog dude all day long.
Well-
Okay. I'm just
Yeah, I mean, things happen too when you have a dog. Like, I'm guilty of being too good a pet owner. And it gets weird when you're, like, doing it and then your dog is, like, jumping on the bed. It's like, okay. Sorry, my
No.
dog thinks we're playing. It wants to play too.
See, that's the thing about Afghans, though, is that I said they're kind of like a cat. You're not important in their life,
Yeah.
other than you have these. You have thumbs.
Opposable thumbs.
Yeah,
And
you can
feet.
open plastic in cans, and other than that, I mean, I've come home from work many a times. And I'm like this, and I'm like, hey, dogs, and I go, what? They're like, what? No,
Oh,
we're
no.
busy.
It's like all happy.
So this is
That's how I like my boyfriends too. Its head is tiny, but its
Yeah.
body.
yeah, it's a
No.
tall cat.
Just no.
He can jump about 8 feet.
What if it gets like
He's
in
kinda
heat? It
freaky.
might like rape you.
Huh?
That cat might rape you.
That's
Well-
a freaky cat.
Yeah, look. Oh,
Cat rape.
He's like
It
as
happens.
freaky as a Siamese.
look at-
Its head.
but he wouldn't. I have to wait on the name because that.
These are games that we play. Play along. Keep up. Speak our language.
Okay.
We want to play too,
Okay.
but we
Fine.
need mental stimulation. We like to play psychological games. We do end up. The funny thing is since I don't do a lot of that, I usually end up with a guy who does it.
Good,
Which
fine.
is-
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
does all those little
Yeah.
like I'm fine.
Yeah.
You're obviously not fine.
Not fine. Not fine. Why would you even use that word?
You're obviously not
No,
okay.
you're pissed off. You're mad at me for something that I didn't read or interpret correctly, and due to pride and you wanting to stay mad, you're not going to tell me. So we're going to ride around the car in uncomfortable silence, and then I'm going to sleep on the couch tonight.
Yeah, this
And-
is how it's gonna go down
and-
from
and-
now on.
You're going to be in the bedroom mad off, and I'm going to sit here and whack off and pass out with my cock in my hand.
Yeah.
And
Whenever I hear that, is that really what's gonna happen? That's
if you want to be a guest on our show, well, you have OK Google, and you have. I mean,
Yeah.
they're all kind of the same.
yeah,
Fun
but
times.
your relationship with Cortana
Yeah.
is every.
The XNV shows by the end of March,
Ooh.
we will have available for download the XNV cards that
Okay.
we talked about.
Okay.
Okay, so these are cards it's the XNV card game, but you can actually use if you want to volunteer like that.
You got skills.
Okay.
We could use.
Those are things that we can use to help out. And I kind of like the grassroots of this. Kyra, go lay down. She's looking at me like, what?
Go lay down.
What?
Go.
She's not listening.
Yes, she will.
Go lay down. No. See? Did she go lay down, or she just go 2 feet away? Yeah.
She's laying down.
Okay.
No,
Hey.
let's go.
No, she didn't. I told you she's like a cat.
No, she got all the way over there, and then I stood up to look,
Yeah.
and she stood up again and walked back.
She'll test the waters. So, but no, I kind of like. Oh.
No, I was just trying to get to.
I
my
thought you
notes.
was gonna Google something.
I'm not gonna. No.
So, but yeah, so I kind of like the grassroots of this. It's like it's low key. Could we spend a lot of money and up to production on it? Of course we could. But I like this of just kind of sitting around the table, sitting in the living room, sitting in the couch, and just having this discussion. Yeah, we're kind of the headline of the show, but we're not always the star of the show. So.
Nope.
So.
And I've been trying to work on the lighting, so some of the colors and
Yeah.
The chroma.
And hey, if you have suggestions, you want to bitch about something, do
Yes.
it. Please help us.
Thank you for, like
Yeah.
today, Helen, thanks for texting in and giving us ideas to talk about. That was
Thank
actually
you.
a really great topic.
That was awesome.
So,
Yeah, and we'd love to have you on. If you want to be on, you don't have to necessarily be single. You got a talent. That
draw what game
we
on.
can't go me rated.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I understand.
and we can talk about things, but we can't really.
And you can be suggestive.
Yeah, you can use props.
Okay.
But and when I want to next show or next coming up show, I want to play a game of let's remove Melanie's filter,
Oh Jesus! I don't wanna
and
do all
you
that.
can be like
I can hypnoptize you to do it
You can be
temporarily
like
if you
you can
want.
be like Gary Busey and just say whatever comes.
He's just crazy though.
No. He's not crazy. Okay, let's talk about that real quick. So everybody thinks Gary Busey is crazy, right? What they've done, they actually, because he's in a motorcycle accident.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so
I mean,
is formulating thoughts, but his mouth can't filter it out. So he just comes out and says it.
it's kind of like Tourette's, but with everything.
Everything his brain thinks of, his mouth is going to say it.
If that happened to me, nobody could be around me.
But that's what I'm saying is that's why he's like that.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not
Yep,
that
okay, I
it's
see
not
where
that he's
Gary-
crazy.
Gary
he-
Busey, I love you.
Okay, and the other thing about it is he realizes this,
Yeah.
and he's kind of cashing in on that.
Yeah.
Because he saw people are like coming in on it, like the Amazon Fire TV commercial. I love that commercial. We'll show it to you later, but it's cool because he's playing off of that, just
Yeah.
no filter, just talking to shit at random.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm going to take that filter off of Melanie and just let the thoughts come.
Let it loose.
It's kind of like the garden hose when you kick it. Let it go.
What's that called when you throw out an idea and you're supposed to do like a quick response, like
Improv,
swimming pool?
Okay.
sex.
So here's another thing. I'm gonna. Alright, if we don't get the tarot reader
Okay.
next show,
Okay.
I'm gonna be advertising.
Now, first
then
of all,
post
what
that
I
later.
do, I can do some evil stuff.
I know
But
you
mainly what I do is therapeutic, and it's kind of a nice
Oh, do you want
vacation.
do you want to talk about your website?
Well, I'm just now putting it up, but you can for you.
Suggestive thought.
Yes.
Awesome. Subliminal.
Yes, because I am not a licensed hypnotherapist. What I do is guided meditation.
Go once. Go twice.
And have a great weekend.
Okay, we can bye.